Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shutdoor or Doorshutter coming back to you with episode 28 of Shutdoor's 1.16.5 mod pack. And today we are currently working on something new. I really want to get auto crafting going just a little bit more so we can have that luxury of not needing to just do stuff manually. So what I have here is an induction smelter, a pulverizer, and over there, I actually have a multi-servo press, I believe. Unless it's in my inventory, which I don't think it is. There is a couple in there. Okay, cool. So what I plan on doing is setting up... we don't really need that far down, right? But we do need to, like, click on this to get it, like, set. And we can actually set the crafters down here, not there. Or that. Oh, I mined the blocks a little too fast, so now the world's glitching out a little bit. Alright. So let's see. Where did that just go? Right here. Let's make sure we get that again. Even though it's in the same spot, I just don't want to not have that. Alright, so let's go crafter. Crafter. Why does it keep placing it that way? And for now, we'll just do induction smelter and pulverizer. We've got a few upgrades to put in here. If you don't know what these are, basically these allow for improved upon augments, which is like the linkage amplifier, which improves the processing speed of the machine. So this will actually improve processing speed as well, but having these in here actually increases it more because this amplifies them by 4 times, right? It scales it by 4. So these will definitely be a lot faster. Of course, this will use a lot more power and stuff as well, but that's fine. We'll figure out the power here in a second anyway. And we also have it for this one as well. And you can see how much like the power goes up, because if I remove that, you only have like 50,000. You put it back in, you get 200,000 RF storage inside these blocks. So that's pretty cool. And now all we need to do is, after putting the crafters down, is we actually need to get, I think it's an exporter. Just a couple exporters. And you're probably like, oh, but that's going to make the house look ugly and blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, I've got this covered. Literally. Let me grab a cable. Okay. And what you can do is you can actually make covers. And basically it's just one cobblestone, one iron ingot, and you can make covers. So this would actually never look different, right? So all we do is just take this and cover it up. So from the outside, this just looks like a normal wall. There's no problem. So that's pretty cool. Let's actually go downstairs. You're probably wondering why I didn't put it in here. Well, I have some plans for this building, and I don't want to put auto crafting in there. I was thinking of actually putting it here originally, but I decided against that. So, yeah. I will put this here. Alright, so we should now have lights and everything. So, one of the recipes I want to make, and I actually put the crafting stuff over here, because I was just over here a lot more than what I was over there. So, yeah. We should be able to do is make a recipe for, say, like diamond dust. Right? Create a pattern. Then we'll take that pattern, we'll throw it in the pulverizer. We should be able just to request some diamond dust, right? So we'll just start this and see if this works. And actually, I don't think this will. I think this will fail. And the reason it'll fail is because I actually didn't set up the directions of the machines. So pulverizer down is input, back is output. Right? Okay, so I think it might not be an exporter. I think it's an importer, right? I'm always confused. I always get confused by these stupid things. Some, mods have importers. Some mods have exporters. I always get confused. It's my rant every time, you know that, right? Alright, so let's just change this one as well to that. Okay. And we'll do covers. And we'll actually need to set this as well. So the back is output, the bottom is input. And of course, we'll need power for these. So what I want to do is actually get some entangled blocks, right? And we'll place them right here. Let me actually grab a flux point, I believe. Flux point should be fine. All right, that one's set up. Let's grab some nitro cables. All right, so we'll just place the flux point right here. Okay. And we will then just take the entangled blocks right below the surface. Okay. And for now, we'll just cover this back and cover this. So that is supposed to be giving power. Nope, destroyed it on accident. Yeah, power cables, whenever the entangled block gets connected, it doesn't update it, which is fine. Just got to remember that. All right, so we're getting power. I actually want to check to make sure that this is in like surge and all that. Okay. All right, so we've got that. We've got that. Now, what if we go and get some diamonds? Just take this out. Let's just go for like 10 diamonds in the pulverizer. They should come over here, and they should get pretty much instantly done. I mean, it is quick. Quick as can be, I guess. So that's pretty good. So we got 10 of those, and we should see back over here that this has completed. Which one was it? Yeah, the crafting monitor. So this is completed. There's nothing there. So now what we can do with this is actually start getting stuff like Electrum, right? We don't need to worry about that too much, right? So let's see. So if we go, where is it? Right? Induction Smelter? Yeah. So you get 2 gold, or 1 gold, 1 silver. That's perfect. We could go for maybe some Invar. Sounds like a good idea. Induction. Let's just go 1 nickel, 2 iron. Perfect. Let's go Signalum. Induction Smelter. Okay, it looks good. You kind of just want to make sure that you don't just like put dust in here, because you'll need to pulverize it, and there's no real need. That's one of the best things about the Induction Smelter, so that's awesome. And then we probably want to get some Enderium, and we can actually sync this to 2-way. I do not want 2-way auto select. Okay. So Enderium, which is this block here, or this ingot here. Okay, and of course, this is the diamond dust. This is where it comes in important, because you can't use diamonds. You need to use diamond dust. So you kind of need a pulverizer setup for that. So that's that. Alrighty. And what else can we use the induction smelter for? I know there's a few other recipes that I probably can't think of right now. But we could also set up the multi-servo. So the multi-servo, and the reason I really want this is because I want to be able to auto-craft gears and not really use iron nuggets, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be able to make them properly, I guess. Just, kind of an interesting concept. I want to go. I've never really auto crafted with the multi-servo. I've always just, made the gears with the iron nuggets and kind of just said, oh, why is the multi-servo in the thing? Like, it's kind of pointless. But in all honesty, I kind of want to use it because it's there, so we might as well, right? So let's see. So let's do the Entangled Block. Do that, do that. Grab this. Plug that up. All right. And we'll need an importer. Okay, and let's break this block. Come out here. We can then grab the cover. And this won't be able to do sheets and gears. We'll have to just have 2 machines for that, because I'm not going to set up a machine for that. So let's actually do another multi-servo here as well. I am definitely like using entangled blocks quite a lot. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, honestly. It might be like a server, like a lag issue in the future if I keep using them. So maybe we'll start using phantom faces that don't have a render like that. Because phantom faces are basically about the same thing. So who knows? Alright, so if we shift right click maybe. We'll just break it and replace it. That's fine. Alright, so let's cover that up. So we'll make this one the gear one, and then this one the non-gear one, right? Because we actually want to make like invar sheets. We want to make everything like that. So can I actually like rename this? This is a question. I don't think I've ever tried this. So let's just say gear press. Okay, and if you place this, you cannot, pick it up. It'll be a completely different name. So I guess we'll see if that works. I doubt that worked. But I guess we'll see. No, it did not work. And apparently there's only one crafter detected for the multi-servo. So let's go. Is that like a bug, or is that an intentional feature or something? I'm not sure. You can't also middle mouse click on these. Like, they aren't defined as like an item, I guess. So that's kind of interesting. Just so you guys know that. So I think real quick, I'll take this one out, and I'll make all the gear recipes that I need. We'll have to make the upgrades and stuff as well, because there aren't any made for those. I just kind of didn't make them. But we need things like lead gears, multi-servo. Don't need this. We'll just do that. Like Invar gears maybe. I'm not even sure what gears we'll use, because we need like linkage amplifiers for these machines. So that doesn't look like we use those, but we do use like electrum plates. We also need the component, which is gold gears and Signalum gears. Of course, make sure you just go to the multi-servo press, get rid of that, do that. Okay. Aluminum gears, which we'll have to teach how to make lumen. Okay, whatever. Lumen gears. All right. And real quick, we could actually teach this thing how to make lumen. So induction, just like that. Perfect. Come over here, throw that in there. And the multi-servo press will have that gear, that gear, that gear, that gear. And then we can teach these how to make this. So just like that. And then just like that. And we'll also need this to teach hardened glass, which is another induction recipe. I'm just going to use non-dust types as well. Okay, and then this is a normal like crafting recipe. So let's just go take this and throw it in here. And completely reverse order. All right. We should be able to craft a component. Let's see what happens here. Let's go upstairs and let's go watch this. All right, so we've got Enderium, hardened glass, lumen being made, awesome. And that should be piped over here soon. Actually, no. Right, because I need to make sure I do the configs, right? Where did the gear thing just go? Hold on. Hold on. Did the gear thing just get, like, yeeted? I think the gear thing just got sucked out, which is kind of a weird thing that I didn't know would actually happen. Yeah, it got sucked out. Okay, so let's take these. Really didn't want that to happen. What if we do multi-servo, multi-servo, multi-servo? Okay, what if we do something like this? Or we say blacklist gear working die. Right, that shouldn't be pulled out then, I would assume. Okay, so let's go cancel that and let's try this again. What in the world? I didn't even actually think I had that in my hand, but apparently I did. Alright, so let's see this. So if I come back over here, we're just going to cancel all. We're going to do a component. Let's throw our Enderium and stuff in here as well, because that's not a big deal. Okay. Because I don't think I have enough gears and stuff. Okay, so now it's being stuck in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so now you can see that's working. That is awesome. So all we needed to do is just blacklist that. Okay. We'll definitely need to get the plate one set up as well. But my problem with the plate one is I think it's going to register as the like one individual thing. So we'll see. All right, we also need a linkage amplifier. Linkage amplifier. Okay. So we need to teach this thing how to make electrum plates. And we also need to teach this thing how to make redstone flux coils, which are just basic recipes, right? All right, so let's see. So that multi-servo press is just not showing up here. That is kind of weird. So let's go try placing this manually. And let's see what happens if I go look back at that crafting thing. Okay, so now it's showing up. So like that point is basically that second crafter. Okay, makes sense. It's kind of annoying, but we'll get over it. I could probably put a chest there to prevent that if I really wanted to, but that'll be fine. All right, so do we have another component? Okay, we have another component. So let's make 6 linkage amplifiers after we teach this thing how to craft those, because I kind of didn't put that in the crafting recipe pattern thingy. So let's do these. Okay, and we'll just put this over here, and we'll say we want 6 of these. Okay, so there's 1. All right, so what's the holdup? Okay, so we're making the lead gears. Okay, cool. So let's grab this component, throw it in here. Let's grab this component, throw it in here. So this should significantly increase that. So should that. So should that. We should have one more. Are we waiting on something else? All right, what failed? Dang it. All right, what failed here? Oh, you know why that failed? I know why. Hold on. I did it again. No, bottom, back is output. There you go. That's exactly why it failed. All right, now what's the holdup? Because you should have detected that. Okay, let's just cancel. Let's try that one more time. Okay. I think that just held it up, so it kind of broke, which is fine. My fault anyway. All right, so there we go. So there's the linkage amplifier, the last one we needed to upgrade these machines. So that is some basic auto crafting with thermal. We do need to work on getting mechanisms up and running sooner or later. Not 100% sure when I want to do that. I know thermal is going to be just a decent thing to have overall for like Electrum and things. And being able to pulverize stuff every once in a while is definitely a decent thing. We probably could get a few more machines in here, but I'm honestly not 100% sure where I really want to go with this, I guess, is the biggest thing. Like, there's plenty and plenty of stuff I could do with thermal, but I'm just not, you know. Oh, they changed the textures. That is pretty cool. It made them look like books, but you can click on them to look at recipes. That is nice. There's apparently armor now and tinkers. Okay, cool. I am not disappointed by that. That is pretty nifty. There's also some new dynamos and stuff and from thermal, so I'll have to kind of get around to removing those. But for now, haven't really got there. Plate chest body. Huh. They've got a whole new like set of armor. I kind of am curious how decent this is. Like the manual and plate boots and all that. I'm not 100% sure how good that would be. I mean, it is quite expensive. It does require netherite, doesn't it? Yeah, netherite scrap. So, I mean, that is pretty cool. But alright, anyway, let's, what do I want to do? That's my question. Like, I'm kind of curious what I want to do with this, because I know I really wanted this just because it'd be a good thing to, like, start thermal, really. Because I really haven't done a whole lot with thermal or auto crafting in general. So, yeah, let me be right back. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to wrap up this episode. I know it's a little bit, you know, not as long as normal, but I do have some plans next episode. I do want to start getting into Mine Factory Reloaded so we can start doing mob farms and stuff like that. Kind of just touch on that a little bit, get some mob crushers. Maybe sooner or later we can, you know, get to the good old-fashioned wither builder that is now with Industrial Foregoing. Which would be pretty cool, just so we could build it, and then we could actually use like the mob grinding utils or the mob basher from mob grinding utils here to kill that creature. That'd be pretty nifty. There's actually like even a muffler built for that, so we could definitely, um, you know, do that, and we could hide the boss bar, and that way we'd actually have just a really decent way to harvest wither or nether stars. Because I don't really want to EMC them. I think it'd be cool to set up something like this. We also could definitely do a mob duplicator with wither skeletons and have the mob masher have beheading. That'd be pretty nifty. It doesn't seem like it's that expensive, so that'd definitely be something we could do in the future. Um, so beheading some wither skeleton skulls with a mob crusher, or we could actually even go with the entity spawner from mob grinding utils. Except for we need XP jellies and like an egg thing that we need to figure out how to do. I'm not 100% sure how you even get these guys, but yeah, we'll have to look into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.